Hello YouTube, this is Granger from League Bros Inc. and Goodness Gaming, and today I'm going to be teaching you how to get started in PERP, the game mode for Garry's mod. So first you're going to spawn off here in this area, and like with every time you play PERP, the first thing you're going to want to do to get more money is to start growing drugs. So to show you how to do that, your starting cash will be 25k, I believe. So what you want to do is you'll want to run back here into this park here. And once you get into this park, you're going to see a drug dealer right here. So what you'll do is you'll talk to him by pressing E, and you'll go, got anything good? Sometimes he'll say, sorry, I got nothing, then you'll just have to wait. What you want to get is seeds. He'll say, hey, I got seeds for sale. And I recommend you buy about 5. You can get coke seeds too. But before you can start growing the drugs, you have to get the skills required to grow the drugs. And to do that, you want to go to Q, and you want to go to genetics. I do believe, so mixtures is where you craft stuff, and you go to the drugs tab. And to grow marijuana, it requires 1 intelligence and 1 dexterity. And it's same for coke. So you want to go to your genetics, and you'll want to put 1 in intelligence and 1 in dexterity. Now later on, you might want to craft, weapons or furniture, but you have to see, like, woodworking level 1, crafting level 3, so those skills are in here, and those you gain by just doing the stuff. Like, so making marijuana or cocaine or growing your drugs, every time you craft one of those, it ups your crafting level, which is why mine is so high. But the main thing you're going to want is intelligence and perception. So you'll want to get a level in both of those. And then after you get about 5 seeds from the drug dealer, that's not the only thing you're going to need. If you press Q and you go to the marijuana, it says you need the cannabis seeds and the gardening pot. Now you get the gardening pot from the crafting store. The crafting store is over around this way. So we'll just walk there. Say hi to Swag McJagger. So here's the crafting store, okay? Now this guy's gonna sell you all the parts you need for making weapons or other objects, but it's not for the drugs, yeah? So instead you want to talk to this lady to get your gardening pots. These are the gardening pots you want right here. So you want to buy about 5 of those. And then after you get your pots and your seeds and you have your levels for crafting, you want to go right back here into the Bank of America. And you'll want to talk to the lady on the right side. And this lady right here is going to sell you an apartment. So you want to get, you can get houses, but I don't recommend buying them since they're really expensive and you don't have a lot of money to start off with. And I don't recommend buying one of the really, really expensive apartments. So you want to buy something that's pretty cheap, like $800. It's pretty cheap in this game. So you'll purchase one of these, like we'll purchase apartment 102 right now. Okay, we have all of our stuff to grow drugs, so we're going to run to apartment 102, which is back here. This is the building for the apartments. You could also get a hotel room and all that. So we'll run in here. And we're 102, so we're on the first floor. There's 101. We'll go back to 102. Lock the door with the keys. You start off with keys and fists. And a gravity gun. So now what you'll do is you'll go to mixtures and you'll just click on the marijuana. If you have all the stuff, that will happen. And then you gotta wait 15 minutes to pick it back up. You don't want to pick it up too early, because if you do, it'll say... Oh, it's not even letting me pick it up early. That's strange. Usually lets you pick it up early, so yeah, I don't know. But yeah. So then you'll wait on that to grow. Now I'm gonna show you what to do once you get some extra cash. So once you get some extra cash, you'll be able to get better items like me. I've spent a lot of money to get guns. So I have guns that I can use to kill people. Yeah. I'm basically a mafia. We're not going to talk about it. Let's keep on moving. So as you can see, some people are driving cars. I'll show you where to go buy a car. Okay, so once you get a car and you're in the city, if you just log in at spawn, your car won't be where it was. Also, once you log off, the apartment you have is no longer yours. So before you log off, make sure that you have all your drugs picked up out of your apartment. Because if they're not, then you don't have them anymore. Okay, somebody else will buy the apartment and take them. So now we're in the car, and I'm gonna show you where to buy the car. So we'll keep on going this way, all the way out here, and you'll take a right here. Keep on moving. You take a right here. It's basically a U-turn. Then you'll go up to take a big left here. Whoa, hold on. BMW is not good outside of the yeah. So we'll stop here. Okay, now this is the car shop. Now what you could do is you could talk to this guy and test drive a car. Pretty much any car in the game. But this is the guy you buy the cars from. Hey, I'm looking for a new car, blah blah blah. And your best bet is either the ATV or the Willard. And the Willard is like, I think 15K. So make sure you have 15K before you get it. But yeah, after you get a car, then you have a faster way of traveling other than running everywhere. Now, let's go back to genetics. That thing that you spent skill point on. So to get more genetics after you spent yours to craft other items, you're gonna want to go to the hospital. And that's also where you can get a job at. I think your first job you can get is a paramedic. So let's go to the hospital and let's go see where we can get genetics and apply for a paramedic job. I think 4 hours into the game you could be a paramedic or a fireman. And those are two jobs you could do. But with being those, if you become a paramedic or a fireman, you can't sell drugs anymore. Okay, so this is the hospital. Now what you'll do here is you'll just get out, go in, and you'll talk to this guy to buy more genetics. So what do you guys do around here? Sounds expensive. And then there's that's nothing, add more gene points. Now the first time you add gene points, it's going to cost you 5K. The next time you add another gene point, it's going to cost 10K, and the price keeps on going up. I believe you talk to that guy to become a paramedic. So we move on from that. Okay, now we'll go see the fireman to show you how to get to that job. So you don't have to be a drug dealer after you put about 4 hours into the server. I don't know how it is on other servers, but on this server you have to have at least 4 hours before you could do those. Also, there is some misspelling, so you could blame the owners for that. Their English is not their primary language, so that's why that happens. Okay, let's move back to the fire station. As you can see, there's currently no firemen, so that's that. Okay, so up here, if we stop here, you go in here and you could be a fireman. You talk to this guy, after 4 hours you can become a fireman. Okay, now down here, show you City Hall is where you become a police officer after you put in 8 hours. So after 8 hours of playing this game, you can talk to this guy, and he'll be like, oh, you gotta apply downstairs, and you rush downstairs and you go all kinds of places and whatnot. It's a big loop-de-loop, and it just takes a lot of running. So that's where you get that stuff at. You talk to him, and you can become a police officer after 8 hours of playing this game. And those are basically the jobs. So now, the only thing left is, ooh, that's an explosion. So what you'll do is you'll just, every now and again, I recommend if there's people online, you should stay at your apartment and watch over your drugs, because somebody can run in and steal them. I cannot pick these up, really. They must have took that out of the game. So yeah, that's how you do that. And that's basically PERP, except for, I forgot to mention this. Once your drugs are done growing, you'll run down to the drug dealer again. I always recommend buying one of these apartments when you first start off, because the drug dealer is right across the street and you can run to them instead of having to drive back and forth. Because you also have to fill up your car with gas. So what you do is you'll come to him once you got some drugs. I got some product to sell. And a lot of the times he's going to say, sorry, I have plenty of that, and I don't want to buy it. What you do is you just hold on to it for a while. See, like, he doesn't want to buy any of the stuff I got. I have coke and marijuana. He doesn't want any right now because he has enough. So he's not going to buy those from you. So you'll just hold on to them, grow more, and wait. And, yeah, that's pretty much PERP. So, I mean, yeah, that's about it. Alright guys, make sure to like the video, comment, subscribe if you haven't already, and I'll see you guys in the next episode. Bye-bye!